FUTTRADING.co.uk is back and it is better than ever. Firstly, thank you if you are a new or returning subscriber to the site. It means the world to us and we will not let you guys down. If you want to know what it is our trading website where we help you guys make millions of coins a month. We've already got people that have made over $1 million in the first few days of using the site. What do you get for your money? For £10 a month, you get buying prices and selling prices for shadows, anchors and hunters on both Xbox and PS4. You also get an investment area which has already made people a huge amount of coins, and Thursday flips every week to make sure you guys are getting the best value for money and make as many coins as you possibly can. You can't do that with FIFA points, I promise you now. You will make far more of this than you ever make with FIFA points. £15 a month also gets you access to live filters. These are the best filters on the game at any one time. They're updated daily, I think a couple of times a day at the moment, to make sure that the prices are accurate and you guys are able to buy and sell without any stress. We get the prices for you. To give you an example, this right here is all the hunter prices we currently have for the game. Nearly 1,000 cards on that. And simplistically, you will search for a player. It will tell you the price to buy them for with a hunter, the price to sell them for with the hunter, usually selling them overnight, making huge profit from all those cards throughout the day. That price there, don't rely upon it as gospel. It gets changed all the time because the price goes up and down. We update 3 to 4 times a day. Make sure you click the link down below to check it out. Make sure you join the Discord, completely free to join. It will help you with using the site and just getting trading tips in general. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing down below. Clicking the like button, all that good stuff. It's massively, massively appreciated. Don't forget, turn on notifications if you want to get notified every time I upload a video, because my aim this year is obviously to make you guys millions of coins if possible. Make sure you check out FUTTRADING.co.uk and click the link down below. Come over to Twitch, is where I live stream. You'll be able to watch me do all this stuff live on stream. Also, Road to Glory, check that out. Sunday League series, check that out. All the content this year, all the time. But this is the first FIFA 21 trading video, and it's going to be one of the most important for you guys in terms of making coins early doors on this game. And this video is all about chem style trading. Now, what do we mean by chem style trading? Essentially, on the game, you have your players, right? You have your players, and that's that. You also have chemistry styles. Those chemistry styles are things like hunters, shadows, anchors. Hunters and shadows are already starting to see a rise as more people get onto the game. But anchors do well, catalysts can do quite well. But really for this video, we're interested in hunters and shadows. Now, why are we interested in them? Hunters and shadows are expensive chem styles. When the game releases, it wouldn't surprise me to see them extinct. There'll be about 5,000 coins guaranteed. And so they have a value. People don't realise they have a value and they go and list their cards for the same price as they see. So I'll show you an example in a minute. But let's say, for example, we got Theo Walcott. I'm going to give you this example. He's selling for 1,000 coins on the market or whatever. Someone then lists him with a hunter, doesn't realise that that hunter has a value attached to it. You can then sell that on for 3,000 to 4,000 coins because someone will come along and buy that Theo Walcott of a hunter because it will save them some coins. But also there's people that are lazy buyers. They don't bother to go and buy Walcott and then a hunter. So people just go and buy the card of a hunter on it. And so there's a lot of coins to be made. So I'm going to show you guys how you can use the market to your advantage in terms of making coins that way. Also, if you're a subscriber to the website, you don't really need to worry too much about the footprint element of this because essentially we do it all for you. On the site, there's 1,000 cards for each chem style on there for you guys to make coins with. So you haven't really got to stress too much about it. But I want to show those of you that can't afford the site how to do it. It's a bit of a slower process than using the site. I'll show you how the site works afterwards. But yeah, let's get into it. Chemistry style trading. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So I've explained what chemistry style trading is. Now it's time to show you guys how you do it, basically. It's as simple as that. So if you've got the website, you don't need to worry about this realistically because the prices are there for you already. You just search up the player's name. It will tell you what to buy for, what to sell for overnight. But we'll talk about selling in a minute. We'll get into that in detail. But I've seen loads of people talk about chemistry style trading. And I'm going to be blunt. In my opinion, it's Dan's. Dan was the one that taught me and taught a lot of people it. And he's taught me realistically how to do it. And now I'm an expert at it and I can teach you guys. But we'll talk about the most primitive version of how you do it, right? And that is literally just to search up a player. So we'll search up Ben Chilwell, for example, if I give you that example. And we'll search up what he's currently selling for at max. So you can get him at the moment for 2,600 coins there. I know it's about 2,700, hence why I went to where I did, because I know roughly what he sells for. So 2,700 there. If you compare price back out, some will appear because the game's still not completely there yet. But 2006, 2007. That's what Ben Chilwell sells for. Now, if we go and check what he sells for with his shadow, there's currently one on the market for 5,400 coins. So for me, that's where my marker is for Ben Chilwell. That's what I think he sells for roughly give or take. So I know if I pick up a Ben Chilwell for 3,000 coins, I can possibly list him for 5 to 5,500 and make profit off of him. We're looking at in the region of 1,700 coins per card. So what you can do is you can literally go Ben Chilwell, go down to that 2,700, do the same thing again because for some reason the game's doing this at the moment and it doesn't bring them all up. Go to the end. And you've got 2,006 there, and you can literally compare price, back out, and try and snipe anything that comes up with a shadow on him, okay? It's that simple. That's the most primitive version of it. Once you start to get ideas of prices of players, you can literally then go and search for anyone else. Harry Maguire, I don't know, Joe Matip. Anyone you want to do, you can do that and build up an idea of price, okay? So that's the most primitive version of it. It's accurate, you get the prices directly, but in my opinion, it's not the best way to spend your time because realistically, it's only 1 or 2 or 3 players going to search at a time. A better way, if you're sort of new to it, is I would go Premier League, I would go Gold, and then I go Shadow or Hunter. Remember, you can use either of them. So if you go Shadow, for example, here, and then we'll go 1,200. No, none there. Just keep up in your price range, see where you're at, see what comes up. Just see if anything comes up at the moment. There we go. Right, so we've got to our first one. 3,100, okay? So that's the price of these ones here, roughly, give or take. And what I will go and do now, if I show you, let's go desktop. There we go, desktop. Is I will go to FUTBIN. If I haven't got the website, I go to FUTBIN and I go, okay, cool. So let me look up for Lascelles, for example. So we have Lascelles on the screen there. He's selling for 3,400 on there. So we search Lascelles. He's 650 at the moment. So someone, I mean, it's 5 hours ago, so you might want to check the price to be certain. Always be mindful of that with FUTBIN. Someone's already allowing for a shadow on him. Vestergaard, for example. I search him up as well. He's going to be a similar sort of price. There you go. So someone's allowing for a shadow on him already. And then Egan. Now, I know what the prices of these guys are. So if anyone pops up with a shadow on them at that price, I know I can pick them up in and around that and sell them with a shadow on them. It's not a problem. So if you go back to the game, you can then just go back to this and search again. Go to 4,100. There are other ways you can do this, but we'll do it in the most primitive form for now. And again, you can look through and go, okay, cool, what have I got here? So I've got Ozil, I've got Abraham, I've got Origi. I tend to steer clear of strikers with shadows on them. Yes, they sell, I just don't like them. But for example, I'll check Phillips' price now, and I'm pretty sure Phillips is pretty damn cheap. But I'll check his price, it gives me an idea of what he sells for. Let's have a little look. So he's literally going for like 500 coins at the moment. He has no real value. Someone's running down for shadow on him. And you just keep doing that. And you bring it up and you keep changing your filter. So we get up to here now. On this bit here now, I'm going to go towards the end. Now, you can search all of these and you'll probably find a deal or two. Like, legitimately, you probably will. But like someone like McTominay, I'm seeing someone bid on him there. So let's look at McTominay and see what he's going for. Probably about 3,000 to 3,500 coins. So 850 is what he was an hour ago. So I'm assuming that he's, yeah. So basically, 3,000 coins is pretty much where his shadow value is. You now know that, though. You've got an idea of that in your mind. You're like, okay, cool. Let's look at Gedson Fernandez. I would go later than this. I'm just trying to give you guys examples. I would go to sort of 50 minutes plus. Gedson Fernandez sells for 2,500. So someone's allowed for that on him. And you just keep going to the end. So let's keep going to here. So Luke Shaw, for example. He's got 54 minutes on him. Let's see what he sells for currently. Luke Shaw. I think he's about 2,500 if I'm not mistaken, but it might be a bit more. So 2,500 on him. So someone's allowed for the price on him. And you keep searching and you keep going. And basically you end up getting to a point where you're like, okay, cool. What prices have we got? And you pick them up. So if the FUTBIN price is the same as the price for Shadow and Hunter, buy. You will make profit because you've got to allow for the Shadow and Hunter price. Another way you can do it is to clear this off here. I'll go max buy now there. And I will literally go, cool, that's that. And I will search that here. And I look at what I've got here, which is like, okay, cool, I've got Gedson Fernandez. Now we know Gedson Fernandez sells for close to 4 or 5k for Shadow. So I can add him to my transfer targets. And the reason why I add him to my transfer targets is no one's about to buy that card for 10,000 coins. No one is. But you can bid on these cards and make profit out of them. So I'll add him to my transfer targets as well. Because don't forget about bidding. Bidding's vitally important. If you want to make coins on this game, bidding is huge. Because some people, they've got low start prices. You can pick up shadow cards for 500-600 coins. Sell them on for 2,000-3,000 coins. It's relatively simplistic. Then we'll just up it here again. And we'll search again. And we'll see what comes up. And this time we've got a Lucas Torreira. We've got a Bakayoko. I'd ignore Bakayoko in terms of that price. Wan-Bissaka, Torreira, stuff like that. That is, in its most simplistic form, what you've got to do. What I'm going to do now is show you guys some of the cards that I've bought to give you an idea of how I did it, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I just listed up a Julian Brandt. I'll show you him in a minute. But this is what Julian Brandt is currently selling for. 22,500 coins. That is his price on the market. FUTTRADING shows me that, but I also checked it myself to make sure I've been accurate. Now, why am I interested when I look at these cards and go, okay, cool, what am I looking for? So for Julian Brandt, I get his hourly graph up and I go, okay, cool. 20,000 coins as soon as Squad Battle Rewards come out. And then like I said to you, overnight, cards rise in value. Julian Brandt got up at 3 o'clock to 24,000 coins before dropping slightly and coming back up again. Overnight, his price is 24,000 coins. So I know that Julian Brandt in general sells for 24,000 coins. I picked him up the Hunter on him. So I go, okay, cool. Overnight, 24,000 coins. I know a Hunter's worth between 3 and 4k at the moment based upon whatever the sort of market is like at that time, which is great. I then know that overnight he rises, he has a Hunter value on top of him. So if I show you now on the game, I've got Julian Brandt, so we go transfers, and I go transfer list here. I've got him selling for 27,000 coins. I picked him up this morning for 22,250 coins. When he was at a bit of a low, he's at a bit of a low now, which is fine. So 22,250 coins on Julian Brandt. I know overnight he rises up. Pardon me. And so I'm going to allow my value to be made overnight. Now, I'm going to be blunt with you. There's one thing you can do with these cards, and it's overlist them, because people on this game are lazy. People can be lazy on FIFA. They can't be bothered to check the actual price that a card is going for, and they can't be bothered to then go and buy the Hunter. So say Julian Brandt is 22,000 coins. You could buy a Hunter for 3,500 coins. You can pay what? 25,500 for a Brandt. Most people just go on it and look for Brandt with a Hunter and go, okay, cool, I'm going to buy him for the price I see there. I've done it all last year. I overlisted my cards and made absolute bank from it. Making 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 coins more per card than I probably should have made, especially when specials are really hot, which you'll see on the website like in the coming days and weeks. And 3,000, 4,000 coins to a lot of people's meh, like, well, 2,000 to 3,000, 4,000 coins. If you're selling 20 cards, that's an extra 60,000 coins you've made overnight. If you're selling 100 cards, which at times I've done on my transfer list, you're making yourself legitimately like an extra 200,000 coins. And it's those sort of things you've got to think about, because it's not the end of the world. If this Julian Brandt doesn't sell for me right now, I'll list him again tomorrow. And one thing that we know is on full game release, the market sees a slight dip because everyone's doing it. But once everyone opens up their packs and gets coins, the market rises, especially into first weekend league. So these cards will go up in price. There's not much risk here. I will say though, the better end of the market for me is the lower end of the market. That Julian Brandt there is great, right? He'll make me profit. I'm happy with it. I'm not going to complain. However, there are better ways that you can make coins in terms of the players that you're buying, and I think that's at the lower end. So when you saw me looking at Premier League defenders, for example, you know full well that there's no Premier League defender on this game selling for less than 3,000 coins. So if you, that's with Shadow. If you can go and bid on them and pick them up for 1,000, 1,500 coins, you know you're going to make profit eventually. Someone will buy them and do it. I would be mindful you're not buying crap, like, you will sell everything, but I prefer to go for those players that are remotely usable. So those 65 plus pace centre backs and those sort of 70 plus fullbacks, they tend to do better than picking up a 43 pace centre back that no one's really going to use, even if he's got a shadow on him. To me, I'm not a massive fan of that. However, you did see that someone's listed Vestergaard and whatnot, and they did buy him and put a shadow on him. So it's not out of the realms of possibility that you can buy those sort of cards. But this is really how chemistry style cards work, and at the moment, it's a really good time to try and get into it because it's very low risk. The market's only really going one way, and that's up at the moment. It also is a simplistic thing that the cards are quite cheap. And cards aren't really costing you a lot, so you can play about with it and see what you can do and make profit. You'll see in the next videos, probably in the Road to Glory, how I've done this and how my coins have jumped from 121k. They will go up without a doubt. It's really simplistic to do. And so right now, in my opinion, chemistry style trading is the best way of making coins on this game. But that is going to be the end of the video. Hopefully it's helped you guys learn how chemistry style trading works. But as always, if you're new around here, subscribe down below. Make sure you turn on notifications. Check out FUTTRADING.co.uk. Click my link to come over to Twitch and join the Discord. It's completely free. All the links are down below. But for now, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.